Yeah, it's for the boys, city boys. Yeah, okay. Yo, I got me problems, hella problems. I got some problems a black girl could try to solve them. She looking at me like, how much you be my baby daddy? I said, baby, I just got $1,000 in my check.
Hi guys, welcome back to another bomb-ass episode of The Couch Live. I am your girl, Ayye Denay, and as you can see, the chair next to me is still empty. Yes, April Clark art is still in Egypt, but it's okay. I got a guest coming through for y'all just like last week. We're gonna get a different perspective. We're gonna have some fun, good vibes only. So make sure you stay tuned for the rest of this episode. As always, interact with us on Twitter and Instagram because you know I be tweeting during the show. And I would love for you to interact with me at HLXMag. Make sure you hashtag The Couch or The Couch Live. And as always, you can catch the replays on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and even Google Play. So, without further ado, let's get right into this bomb-ass episode, and I'll introduce you guys to our guests.
I don't even like one mic like that.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of The Couch. I am your girl, Ayye Denay, and April Clark art is in Egypt, so we have a special guest here today. You want to introduce yourself? Tell them who you is.
Hey man, you already know it's your boy Tariq, aka Tariq. That's my real name. I'm not gonna say my last name because my last name is my slave name. But shout out to all the black people around the world. You already know how we're doing because Soul Sister in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? So we took one. She went to the motherland and brought me in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on that hotel shit though. Black power.
Alright, so without further ado, let's get into this show. Everybody, welcome back to another bomb-ass episode of The Couch. It is your girl, Ayye Denay, and unfortunately, April Clark art is not here today, and that's okay, she's still living her best life in Egypt, but we have a guest here, so I'm gonna let our guest go ahead and introduce himself. You wanna introduce yourself?
Hey man, you already know what the deal is. It's your boy Tariq, aka Tariq, aka Black Mouth, aka Weaver. Y'all can just call me T.
Okay. Anyways, we have a great show planned for you. We're gonna talk about some stuff, talk about some music, of course. And yeah, so we're gonna get right to it. First things first, a whole bunch of new music dropped this past week.
Woo!
2 weeks, week and a half.
So it heat.
And I'm done.
Why you at?
Before we get started, I'm gonna give y'all my question. So make sure you hit us up on Twitter. The question is, what was the name of Young Thug's group or his duet when he first came out? So, and then you gotta give us the name of the other member. So if you know the answer to that question, make sure you hit us up on Twitter at HLXMag and hashtag The Couch Live.
I'm mad you called it a duet.
It was a duet.
It's a duo, girl.
It's a duet.
How you gonna call him a duet?
Two niggas, that's a duet?
No, it's not. A duet is like a ballad, like a
Look,
song.
you know what I mean. A duet, a duo. This ain't no superhero movie. Talking about a duo.
That is true. Hey, if they were superhero group, who would they be? We can't say it till the answer.
Right. So we're gonna get an answer at the end of the show. I forgot to give y'all the answer to the question last week, and it was, who are the Bugatti Boys? So if you didn't know, the Bugatti Boys are P. Diddy and Rick Ross. So if you didn't know, now you know.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I found that out.
That's real black.
I be learning shit too with y'all. So first of all, Young Thug dropped his new album, So Much Fun, that was produced by J. Cole. So it has a variety of artists featured on it, like Lil Duke, Roddy Ricch, 21 Savage, Gunna, and Doughboy, to name a few. And what were your thoughts? Because I was interested to see if it was gonna sound more like J. Cole or if it was gonna still sound like him. So what you think?
That's a good segue. Coming from somebody that never really liked J. Cole, Yeah, I never, but I'm gonna say this though. I've always appreciated J. Cole because there's something real. I respect J. Cole because his fan base. I respect J. Cole because at the core, his fan base is really just regular people, and he was actually able to tap into just regular, hardworking, regular people, and really do something where he made some music that was relevant for him and it made commercial success, right? However, I just didn't like none of his music. I'm not gonna front, but he cool though.
Shots fired.
No, I think I respect the brother. I don't really care for none of his music. I'm not gonna front. The only song I like is Who That, because I like the video.
Bitch, I got that flying.
Yeah, with the marching bands.
Yeah.
Because I seen that on Kanye's website when I was like, yo, this shit cold. And then he had like the Letterman jackets and shit on. And I was like, man, this is a regular nigga, man. And then afterwards, he started making songs about wet dreams, and I was like, man.
He don't even make music like that no more.
I was done after that. This is he
don't even make music. So did you even listen to Kids on Drugs?
No, I didn't. No, because this is the other thing. I heard it, and then I was like, okay, so now you got the ending song, which is like this open letter to niggas that's in the rap game that abuse drugs or like fit into this weird thing. It's like, watch for this, save your money, nigga, this the white man.
I mean, yo, that's real shit.
Yeah, it's real shit, but at the same time, I don't want to hear that.
Okay, we talk about Young Thug. What you think about So Much Fun? Because you've been waiting to talk about this shit.
So Much Fun is literally so much fun, and it's that great. It's that great. We gotta keep this in mind. This is Thugger's first album. Everything else that Thugger everything else that Thugger has done was a mixtape. Except for this. Thugger came out with this album.
Which is why he needed Cole.
I was watching this the Big Boy interview and he
had an album. It's called Beautiful Thugger Girls.
That was his. I thought that was a mixtape too.
It's an album.
Oh really? He got a song in there with Quavo that's good where he say, "You said that you do it." And in the beginning he'd be like, what's
and he is super slimy. Was that with Future? Yeah, that was with Future.
Yeah, Future.
Okay, no, we're not gonna go in that segue. So much fun.
That's the Beyonce for the black man.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm not even finna go into everything
Beyonce
wrong
for the black man.
with your love for this nigga.
Listen y'all, I'm late, but I just heard,
So Much Fun.
Oh yeah. I just heard the Gucci Flip Flop song for the first time a couple months ago. Yeah. I just paid attention to Future. I'm late. But anyway, back to Thugger though. I think it's a great album because it matches the title and it's also some shit where beyond it just being a whole bunch of turn up, I don't normally like albums that have a whole bunch of features, but this makes sense. And it don't feel senseless. It's actually parts where he got bars in it or whatever bars are now. But I like the fact that each song matches the title and each song has its own differentiation between it. But there's segments in the album where you can be like, oh shit, these 3 songs back to back is made by Southside. Oh, here goes some, I hit an 808 Mafia, tag, so it's made by so and so. Oh, here go the Pure Born beat. So what I'm saying is that you hear everything is classic Thugger. All of his random, and I'm not going to, because in the interview he don't even like to be called Thugger.
What he like to be called?
His name is Jeffrey.
Get the fuck.
That's Jeffrey. So
okay, wait, who was the interview with that you're referring to?
Big Boy, off from LA. But it was real intense because like he was actually just being forthcoming and honest about his music and what he is, and he was talking about the whole dress shit, He was talking about how he had a stick and all this other shit. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, alright, cool, man. At the end of the day, I wasn't judging, you know what I'm saying? And if we think about it, a dude like Kanye even allowed for Thugger to come into a space where, yeah, he was judged for it, but I think it kind of like dissipated after a while. That whole, oh, this nigga gay,
Did it? It just became, it's like not that big of a deal now because you got more artists coming out like.
Yeah, but it ain't no gay rappers except for Lil Nas X. And is he a rapper?
I mean, is it not? It's definitely more than we think it is. We probably don't know.
Yeah, it is probably. But that's just a larger, symbolic piece of what's going on in our community that, some people ain't trying to be that open with themselves or whatever. To each his own. What I'm getting at is, I know the loose end with Kanye didn't make no sense, but remember when Kanye was like, we can't call people faggots. Remember that?
I think
Don't call people gay and all that.
Kanye done had a lot of rants.
He do have a lot of rants. But what I'm saying is that was the first time that I remember as like a rap listener that this whole conversation about just being gay, rap with black masculinity was really addressed head on. And Thugger just being honest with himself, like, okay, cool, he talking about he had a gun on it or whatever, but I ain't really pay no mind to it.
I just feel like that was something to say that sounded cool.
Probably was. But he also was talking about, what was the last verse? He was like, what did he say? He hang out with niggas from Chicago because he said, I'm not gonna flaunt your business. I said, what? Flaunt your business? That's straight. Who else say fly? Exactly. That's the only
I mean, who don't hang with niggas from Chicago?
That's right. Chicago, stand up, man. Black people stand up everywhere. Chicago, South Side, East Side,
okay,
West Side.
I'm not gonna play with you.
Even up north.
Anyways.
Recipes, Young Pat.
What was your favorite song on the CD?
Favorite song? Before I answer that, I just want to say that Young Thug is an African griot.
What is an African griot?
An African griot in the traditions of West Africa is like the person that just would tell stories, right, about the culture and would be able to like tell like all of these fables. Like, you know, when we was in high school and they used to make us read all the dumb shit like the dragons and the Game of Thrones.
I never read that shit.
You know they made us read
I didn't read that.
I mean, I didn't either.
Beowulf?
Beowulf! Remember that damn shit? Beowulf! Now, think about it, in Africa, we had our own version of that. But Thugger is an African griot. And I just feel like he needs to be appreciated. Because he just say stuff, in my opinion, that it isn't necessarily profound.
It's not. But
it's just real direct, and you understand it. And he speak directly to where you at. Unfortunately, like, the subject matter is really always about, like, carnal, you know, but it is some stunt shit, and it is talking about aspiration, how to get some money, and I appreciate that. To answer your question, since it's so much fun, I don't know how to pin the fun down.
I'm done.
But I really...
So I'm gonna get, okay, so I personally...
I like Bad with Lil.
I don't have no favorite. I'm sorry, I don't have a favorite on this CD. This is the first like Young Thug joint that I could listen to and just let it go. And I could appreciate that because I'm not like I like Rich Homie Quan. Maybe not more. I don't know, he got blackballed after that, like that when he fucked up the lyrics.
He fucked up lyrics.
It was like Biggie lyrics or something at one of them award shows, and you ain't seen him since.
Yeah, but yeah.
So I appreciated this CD because like I legit like listened to it front to back. So I was with that.
Okay.
Okay, now pick your favorite. Or do you have one?
Can I got highlights. I like Bad with Lil Baby. I like Suck Mate with Future. Cause I like the part when he say, I'm so hard, all I can say is ooh, ooh. That shit is funny. Have you ever been so high that's all you can say?
No.
Me, I'm flabbergasted. And then you got another song. I don't even want to say that on TV. And we live.
I'm done.
But I like Circle of Bosses. It's a lot. It's some good songs.
So you like the whole CD?
I love the whole album. I love the whole. I don't even want to get in that piece, man.
Okay.
Cause I'm getting nervous.
So.
Hey.
What?
Shout out Thugger. Shout out Atlanta. You know. That's it.
Okay, y'all.
Shout out Jeffrey.
So we gonna go to some more music real quick. And if you are online, check out the Facebook Lives that we will be going sporadically through for the rest of the show. And yeah, we're gonna play some music and we'll be right back.
Hip hop.
That's what we're playing.
Hip hop.
Alright, y'all.
For real, I'll take you to paradise. Remember that? I'ma give you.
Yeah.
And then LL Cool J came out. Yeah.
Anyways.
I got spaghetti and he be like, I got spaghetti and ice cream all ready for you, know what I mean?
That's what he said.
That's what he said. I'll give you. and he was like hungry. He was just hungry, talking about all the food he gonna eat. That little picture looked like he like buffets.
What? That don't even make sense.
Don't you?
Okay, y'all. So it ain't nothing going on right now. So we back. It's your girl Ayye Denay. You are tuned into the Couch Live with our special guest, Mr.
Hey, it's your boy Tariq, aka Tariq, aka not that little badass boy off Power, aka T, aka No Timeout, aka No Chill, aka Black Mouth.
Okay. We done with all your AKAs.
West Side.
Anyways.
Hey, and you know what? I don't even like AKAs, only Deltas.
Don't say that.
What's
We
that
don't
mean?
discriminate around
That's
here.
right. Divine 9, Black Power.
Anyways.
Is it 9 or 7 of them?
It's Divine 9.
Yeah, it's rhyme. Because, you know, black people, we love rhyming. Hip hop.
Okay, y'all. So, we just talked about Young Thug's album, So Much Fun. This fool here.
Having so much fun, you feel me?
So we just talked about So Much Fun. The consensus here was that it's generally liked. So we're going to go with that. So if you are not listening to us, I need you to not. If you're not listening, no, I'm just playing, be yourself. If you're not listening on HLX Radio, tune in or join one of the lives that we are on right now. So one thing that I've been seeing lately was a lot of young marriages, like secretly, not secretly, but like secretly dissolving. So like,
low key. But
you know, they get married, kind of announce their marriage, you kind of follow, you know, when you put your business on the internet, everybody be like, oh look, they so cute, da da da. And then all of a sudden it's just done. So them memes that be like, we need to know sis, like I be feeling that, but you know, you can't ask them about their relationship.
Why not?
Cause that's rude.
You think it's rude? Or is it?
Yes.
It's something about society now where it's like, we don't even look out for each other no more.
We supposed to be looking out for other people's relationships?
Why not? You call them a sis?
I mean, so that's like if that's your friend, then you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's not your friend, then it don't really matter.
Okay. Sis is like proverbial you.
I mean, everybody use sis now. Some people use sis in a bad way, whatever. But like, it's like they get married, they do all this extra stuff, only to like find out later that they done got divorced or something that happened. And I think it's a high number of like people getting married, going through the motions, announcing it, this, that, and the third, and then they're not married no more. Like all of a sudden. Why do you think that is?
I think it's a lot going on. I think, you know, the real, I don't know. I mean, like, I think marriage is beautiful. I want to get married one day.
Right.
And I think it's something that, like, people should aspire to. But sometimes you need coaching throughout all of that. You get what I'm saying? Like,
what you mean? Like, what kind of culture?
You know, like a full community, like people that's there with you, like, y'all don't give up, it's gonna get better.
So that's interesting, because it was a video of Snoop Dogg, and he was like, when he wasn't at the awards, he was at Mike Epps' wedding.
Yeah.
And he was like, I mean, that's my homie, like, when you get married, this thing is hard, you need a culture or a family of people that's gonna help you when like shit go left. And he was like, it's a lot of shit that people don't see in people's relationships. Like, me and my wife only good now because of all the shit we done went through. So, but I think it's crazy that you go through all of this shit, you be together, you get married, and then you just be like, fuck it.
Yeah, why give up?
Well, okay, what's a reason that you feel like people should give up?
Domestic violence. I think the first thing, sis, if you ever get hit or you feel like you've been emotionally abused, I think that's valid reasons for you to dip out. On the male side, I don't know. I feel like if your woman don't respect you as a man, however, if you actually trying to be a man, you trying to like provide, you're going about it the right way, you ain't no bullshit about it, and you got a plan. Let's say, and I'm one to feel like there's no reason for a woman not to trust you at that point. If you actually going about that in a positive way, man. I don't know. I might have a lot of rose-tinted glasses on, but I think it's something that people should work towards, and it shouldn't be seen as like the end all. It's like, okay, now we clicked up, now we linked up. I trust you, you trust me. I gotta hold on to. We gotta build something together and share a common vision.
So do you feel like, okay, so I don't know, Chance just always comes to mind because I love Chance. Do you feel like he talked too much about his relationship on his last CD?
I really like that brother project. I'm not even gonna front. I think what it was is people wasn't able to grow with him.
But they were saying, okay, so I heard a lot of, he sounded like a little kid, a lot of this ain't no acid rap. But I mean, I feel like, and I could appreciate the house music, the SWV. Like, I feel like all of that was dope. And people was just like, nah, I only like one song on that joint.
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, how?
It's a real good project because he had like a 21st Century New Jack Swing song on there and about 3 or 4 songs that I promise you they're gonna be Google commercials. I promise you, he gonna have some songs. It's a couple songs on there that sound like Google commercials already. You know
Google commercials or just commercials in general?
Commercials in general, but you know the one with the dude screaming? Oh my God.
No, I'm thinking of that. I'm thinking of, I know what you're talking about.
That sounds like a Gmail commercial.
I was thinking of the house joint.
The house joint is the Shawn Mendes joint?
The whole CD. Yo, and to me, the CD just made you happy.
Yeah, that was the purpose.
Like, it just, like, I was having a bad day. I was like, you know what? Chance CD came out. Let me listen to it. And I was just like, yo, like, I feel hopeful and shit.
Yeah.
Like, and then when did you go to the Big 3 store?
He had a store?
It was it was here.
Wow.
Lala Week. I think it was like across the street from where Lala was.
And he was just selling threes?
You could go in, so it was kind of like the Wonder Museum. You could like go in, take pictures. He was also selling 3 hats and t-shirts and like all types of stuff. You could go in and like put your hand on the CD joint and take the picture.
Oh, right, because it's the CD, like the album cover.
Yeah. And then he was like, and then he had like his daughter's floral gown dress from the wedding, and it was like little videos playing and shit. It was decent.
That's nice.
I wish I would have went. You had to get tickets though, and I never got a ticket. Yeah. That's some good shit to do with Lala. His marketing is fucking superb.
It is. I'm telling you, you're gonna see him on Gmail soon. No, but back to
Young Marriage.
I think Young Marriage. This new mixtape coming out, Young Marriage. You know what I'm saying? Trials and tribulations. I mean. Yeah, I mean, marriage is a beautiful thing. I don't know. I think I got a homie that just got married last year, and he don't really hang out no more.
But do you feel like that really? I feel like it don't have to, but then it's like you also want to get friends that's like couples. Cause then it's gonna be weird you hanging out with all your single friends as a married person because you know the aim of a single nigga.
What, to fuck up your marriage?
No, to like fuck on bitches. So of course he gonna be depending on your friends. Like he always gonna be like, oh, let's go here, it's bitches here, or this where the shawty's at. Like shit like that. And you not looking for shawty. So why put yourself in a situation where like you can't have genuine fun because I'm not looking for shawties no more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know.
You think that's something that kind of like it put what's the word called?
A damper?
Yeah, like a little strain, because like a woman could be like, man, you and Tariq ain't no good. He always out here trying to get up on some house.
I mean, if you got friends that's all fuck niggas, then of course your woman gonna be like, the fuck? But if you fucking with a nigga with all friends that's fuck niggas, what kind of nigga is he?
Ooh.
So.
What's that? That's that Ilyana advice.
I'm done. I'm serious though.
I agree with you though, because in the back of my mind I was feeling like that, but maybe she just thirsty and she really want to get married. So at the core.
But thirsty weddings, them the ones that be like, hey, 5 years from now we not married no more. And then I feel like I'm big on like wasting time. So like if we married for 5 years and then all of a sudden we just like fuck this shit, we can't be together, or you do something that like we can't be together.
Then
it's like, damn, I just wasted. I mean, I guess you can't think about it like that. I feel like it's wasted time.
No,
I guess you learn lessons and shit, but like when I do get married, especially when I have kids, no, we gonna figure it out, work it out.
For the kids.
Yeah, I mean for the kids and for like, I don't want to be miserable, but like for myself. And for the kids, because you know you bring kids in, you want to have like a family unit. It's different once you bring somebody from outside in, and it's like, okay, well, this is not my kid. So I feel you gotta worry about people feeling different. You gotta worry about them treating like separate kids different ways. I don't want to go through that.
That's true.
So fuck that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm kind of, you know, this marriage. I think.
Do you think you're ready to be married?
I just started making enough money to go on like a black girl vacation.
I'm done with this.
Cause y'all be vacationing out here. Yee! Out here.
That's how we be.
Hey, no, that's how the girls in Oakland be. Shout out Oakland. Shout out to Beto. No, but I mean, am I ready for marriage? No, cause I got a whole bunch of bullshit that I'm finally able to deal with because I got a little bit more money.
Okay.
That's the only way I can put it. Like on some family personal stuff, I got a little bit more money. I can go out, I can lease me a car now. I'm gonna give me a car. Cause like, you know, how I'm gonna try and get married.
Build a family
and my girl got a car. You know how many times I've been on the bus and I heard a nigga say, "Hey nigga, I'm finna slide down on
I got my girl shit.
I got my bitch car." Have you heard that all the time?
Don't call your woman no bitch.
I'm not gonna say that, but that's what I'm saying that I heard. I would never say that. Y'all are beautiful black Nubian queens. Shout out Egypt. What a girl out of Egypt being?
She in Egypt.
Egypt. Shout out Cairo. That's
What's up? We are back. It's your girl Ayye Denay.
Hey, it's your boy Tariq, aka T, aka.
We're not gonna do these AKAs every time you come back home. So, that was one of my favorite songs on HLX radio right now, with the exception of Boys. That was Chris Scholar with Gotti. So, I'm done. So, just a couple like little tidbits of information. If you didn't know, Adidas and Nipsey Hussle are coming out, not Adidas, Puma and Nipsey Hussle is coming out with a capsule collection that you saw announced on his IG, as well as Lauren London's and his little sisters. Apparently he's been working on this collection for a while, and everything was basically picked by him, and Puma is going to release it exactly like he wanted it. So I'm excited to see like how it looks. I'm sure it's going to be a bunch of the Marathon Continue stuff, which I'm here for, and I kind of want to go and get me a shirt, and I'm mad the store closed.
Yeah, you know what, I gotta give a big shout out to Puma, because Puma is actually really trying to tap into culture.
Why do you say that? What else they been working on?
I mean, they tapped into Meek, and Meek been rocking with them.
True.
And then, you know what I'm saying, they're working with Nipsey. Like, I feel like they're really just trying to tap into culture, like what really matters. And they got a better grasp and the grips on what the people is really appreciating, rather than some hype shit. Which is where Adidas is at, or because you got the second place is going up against Nike.
Right.
They're the king of hype. You know
Every time I think about Adidas, all I think about is all day I dream about, all day I dream about sex. You never heard that song?
No.
It's old as hell, and it's some random rapper.
Like Afro Man or some shit?
Maybe. It's kind of sound like Afro Man, but I don't think that's So, okay, so the Adidas Puma, Lord, got me saying wrong shit. The Puma's collection will be released with Nipsey Hussle. They started talking about that before he died, and you know, I'm glad that they still releasing it. So if you are not tuned in, make sure you tune in to HLX Radio. That is where we are live right now. Link is in my bio, or the bio of Ayye Denay. So make sure you guys are tuning in. Big Sean also gifted a recording studio to the Detroit Boys and Girls Club, which I thought was dope.
Yeah, look dope.
And everybody be talking about Big Sean like, oh, he don't really be releasing music that often, or it's just like, for him to have, so the Outsiders Perspective talked about this, and they basically said for him to have been in the game so long, it's crazy that he's not better, or at least more consistent. How do you feel about Big Sean?
I think Big Sean is the most underrated rapper. Yeah, and I feel like Big Sean, when he delivered, he always delivers. I don't even think that his control verse was that bad. I feel like his control verse was second. I like Jay Electronica's first, and then it went Big Sean. Actually, I take that back. It went Big Sean, Jay Electronica, and then Kendrick Lamar control verse. However, I love Big Sean, and I love Overtime. I like the end part when he says, "Who do you think you are? I am." On the end of that. Have you seen the original thing for that? It's a bowler.
No. I love Big Sean.
Shout out Big Sean.
I always been a fan. I done seen him multiple times. I feel like his music is dope. He is kind of taking, I done seen everybody for the most part that I fuck with. I done seen him.
What concerts you see him at? Like what era?
He was here.
What era was it? His
last year.
Oh, so this.
It was the. What is the one where he was like enlightened and shit? Yeah,
he's a real enlightened abstract concept.
I mean, like now he's been like moving forward, so I'm interested to see whenever he does drop like a CD or something, like what it's gonna be like, because I fuck with Big Sean heavy, and then he going through this like Janae breakup. I need a 2088 CD. I'm sorry,
yeah, we need more
because that was decent.
But he also came with Rodney King T-shirts. Talk about can we all get along? Did you see that shit?
No.
This motherfucker had a Rodney King T-shirt on talking about can we all get along? No, Big Sean, we can't. And the police told Rodney King to do that. I love you though. What up though, Detroit, man?
I'm good. Okay. What else? Justin Timberlake. So Lizzo.
Really?
Justin Timberlake and Lizzo is supposed to be.
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake and Lizzo is supposed to be releasing music together. Both of them teased on their IGs that they had music coming out. SZA is supposed to be releasing a new CD, and she said, you know, she's supposed to be working with Justin Timberlake too. I guess he trying to come back out now because he finna pop up. And then it was some shit on Snapchat that was like, he trying to work with Drake again.
First off, Justin Timberlake is always profiteering off of black culture. And I'm gonna say that. And when both of us get famous, dig this up. Cause I'm gonna talk about it live. That's how I feel. Hot take.
Okay.
We not forgiving you for the Super Bowl, dog. We not. I'm not.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. Now he just want to pop up on SZA. Now he want to talk. Now he want to pop up on Big Bone Lizzo. Cause it's all body positive. And now she twerking, and she played the flute. Now,
a video popped up from Lizzo from 9 years ago.
She was playing the flute.
And she was playing the flute on YouTube. And I was like, yo, she better get it. She been doing this shit for 9 years.
Yeah, I fuck with Lizzo. Hey, shout out Lizzo. Shout out all the black people in Minnesota. We see you. It ain't a lot of y'all, but we love you.
Okay, in other news, spicy chicken nuggets are back from Wendy's. Even though that ain't real news, some of y'all niggas act like it's news.
Thanks,
I don't really be eating spicy nuggets like that. Whatever. And I don't think it's no Wendy's around here. No. Wendy's in the suburbs. Don't be announcing.
It's a Wendy's on
100 and what?
It's a Wendy's on, what is that? It's on 111th and...
That's 111. I ain't going all the way over there for damn Wendy's.
Why not? It's Wendy's.
Anyway.
You don't like sea salt fries?
I prefer McDonald's fries.
Yeah, that's a good. Hey, I love the McDonald's hash fries.
Yuck, them things is greasy as fuck.
Why you say yuck? That's the best part about it.
No, they make like every time I eat a McDonald's hash brown, they make me sick.
Okay.
So, anyway, have you ate the Chick-fil-A sandwich?
Man, fuck Chick-fil-A.
Okay, nigga, damn, you can't say fuck Chick-fil-A.
First off, fuck Chick-fil-A. They don't have no seasoning.
Get the fuck out of here.
I saw a meme that said white people went and took over, searched the whole world. You still ain't got that. Look, white people went all the way around the world to find spices, and they don't even put it on their chicken. Fuck Chick-fil-A.
Okay, anyways, so it was another CD, Bon Iver. I thought that shit was weird as hell, so I'm gonna let you talk about it while I switch the camera battery.
Okay, look. Alright, listen, y'all. I'm gonna keep it straight. I call him Bon Iver. You know what? Same thing, right? But he's from Wisconsin and he worked with Kanye. And he do stuff that is just real inventive, and I think it's some good music. And it's also, you know, we was talking offline, I be on my emotional shit, and I be sensitive too. And he makes real reflective, sensitive music.
Listen to maybe like 4 or 5 songs.
You weren't fucking with none of them.
And I was like, this shit trash.
Hell yeah. He got this one part where he's like, well, I thought that it was half of love. That's all he says.
Okay.
Over
yeah,
and over again.
Barely no words.
Isn't that just think about this. Well, I thought that it was half a love.
I couldn't get with it.
What would push you to say that? Do you know how emotional you gotta to say that to somebody you love? I thought we was at least at half a love.
Okay.
Half a love. What does that mean? How you go half a love?
Okay, so I'm gonna use that to segue. So you thought it was dope as fuck. You was rocking with it.
I'm on my art shit, y'all. Yeah.
Over and over.
I play that shit all the time. Shout out, I like that song called Marion, Naeem, and Salem. Good song. Reciprocity.
Clearly that was your shit. So I thought this was interesting. I saw this earlier. It said, and speaking of, I thought it was half a love or whatever. And it was like a man is only as faithful as his options.
Okay, listen, okay, this is straight from my heart. Black men.
Don't you dare say black men don't cheat.
No.
Oh.
I'm saying that black men listen. The liberal agenda has thrown this thing called toxic masculinity on us. What I'm gonna tell you is this: we gotta do better. However, if you don't value monogamy, be upfront with it. And also, just on general principle, we gotta be able to just work with our women. Slavery has taken us apart, and we're not really able to like be in tandem and in synergy with the black woman. We gotta respect her, we gotta love her, we gotta value her, and we gotta try hard and work together because family is the only thing that's really gonna keep us together. I'm not no hotep dude. I just very much believe that we gotta work together as a people because there's so much out here that's making us.
That's making you what?
That's making us disjointed and making us like I be online and brothers be talking wild about women. And I'll be like, yo, nigga, you might as well just be gay, bro. Like if I couldn't talk about somebody, the things I done seen people say about black women that's unfounded. I'd be like, y'all niggas either like white women or you like dudes. That's the only way that'll make sense of it. So to get into the thing about options, yeah, okay, cool. But on general principle, what do you really value in your life as a man? And you gotta work towards that, you gotta build towards that, you know. I'm a real faithful city boy at the end of the day.
Don't say you're a city boy.
I'm a real faithful city boy. You know why I'm a faithful city boy? Because I still ride the bus, and I don't know how to talk to women in the street, so I don't say shit. But occasionally, if I see a woman in the street, I say, I like your hair, and then they say, thank you, and then I keep walking.
If that wasn't the most random shit ever.
Hey, I don't even know. I don't know how to talk to women in the street. Cause I feel like this. I'm on the bus and you on the bus. You don't want to fuck with me on the bus. Think about it.
I feel you.
Like, I'm on the bus. I gotta sit next. You gotta sit. You know how many times you can sat next to a motherfucker that's musty? You know what I mean? I sat next to somebody who was so damn musty. I said, come in. Come in. Come in. I just said, I can't do it. It was must. It just smelled bad. And you know I was going up north at the time. White people be handing their arms out and they be right here. 5 o'clock, white people turn into different people. 5 o'clock, they be musty. Black woman, Devon, she don't get musty. Hot takes, black women never get musty.
Okay.
City girls might though.
So, I'm done.
You know.
So the question, the damn statement that he was responding to was essentially, a man is only as faithful as his options. So if he ain't got no options, he faithful. If he do, then he doing whatever. That's essentially what it was. A video I saw on IG, but in keeping with the show, so there was a black man that was questioned in where was this, Michigan?
Yeah, Michigan, wild. That's
it was. I think it was in Michigan. I don't remember. I'll fact check it though. And he basically was like, this white woman said that he looked at her funny, and then he was out there being surrounded and questioned by police. And it was this black woman who was outside, and she was like, I was going into CVS, and I seen them surround him all because this white woman said that she looked at him funny.
It's trifling.
So she was like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna stand right here. Like she stood right there, recorded it. It was like, I'm not going nowhere because ain't no telling what's gonna happen. Why is it 4 or 5 officers questioning one man because because she was basically like, oh, he looked at me suspiciously. And he was like, the fuck? You looked at me? Like, what you mean? He was apparently going to this restaurant to meet his girlfriend. And the owner of the restaurant that they was going to, the article said she used her white privilege to call them out on their bullshit. And she was like, the white woman called because he's a black man. And if that was me walking across the street and walking in this restaurant or whatever, this wouldn't be happening. So essentially she tried to further diffuse the situation, like get the fuck out of here. Eventually, she invited the dude and his girlfriend who was going to meet into the restaurant, gave him free food or whatever. And she was just like, no. That was like for no fucking reason. So she gave him a free meal and was like, you know, come back. So I thought that was decent. Cause first of all, you got this black woman out here like, hell no, I got 3 sons. I'm not leaving this nigga. I'm gonna stay right here until they disperse. And then you got this white woman like, yo, white people gotta learn how to use their white privilege. Like if you for us, then help out. Cause you know they get opportunities that we don't because of that. So I can appreciate what the white lady did in that instance. Even if it's not much, it's like little shit to like, okay, this ain't that. Like move around. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just look,
she trying to be as considerate. She trying to be decent.
So, but another story of white women be tripping. This white lady, it was a video of her running up on 2 Muslim dudes. Did you watch that?
I ain't watching it. So some Muslim dudes praying?
No, they were like walking to prayer or like walking from prayer. And she ran up like, I want you out of my country, you don't need to be here. And then she's like literally like this close to this nigga. Whoa. And then she's like, don't fucking record me, don't record me. And the nigga is laughing and he like, for real? Like, get out my face, G. Yeah. And she's like, don't record me, you can't record me, I want you out of here. And then she kept hitting the dude's phone. And she like, the dude is like, don't touch me. She was about this close. And I'm like, ain't no way in hell.
You know what, man? This Trump piece is crazy. He's fallen a lot of flames of just the ugliness and nastiness of this country. And I was thinking about the wildness of it. You know, he trying to bring Blago. Remember Robert Goyers sold Obama's seat? That was so claiming that this dude was done wrong. So I just feel like all of this is to undo Obama.
Of course.
Everything,
he hates,
right?
Like he clearly has a strong hate. I don't even think it's about like the country.
I don't think
it's just him wanting to fuck up whatever Obama did.
Yeah.
That's all it seemed like.
And the new budget is $3 trillion. So you know what we gotta do?
Really?
Go back to Wakanda.
So I was speaking on blackness.
What kind of budget is that?
Fuck him and all his antics. Because he clearly bringing these people out in like droves of crazy. But the Stephen Clark bill was made in California, which is basically a new standard that says prosecutors will be able to consider the actions of both police officers and their victims leading up to a deadly encounter in order to determine if the officer acted within the scope of the law, the policy, and training.
That's heavy, because that's saying that they wasn't even considering anything. That we didn't even take into consideration their rationale before that.
So somebody said, so people was like, you know, it's a small change, but it was like it's a significant change from what the current law is, in which it says that prosecutors may only consider the exact moment that the force was used to determine if he acted within the boundaries of the law. So of course, you know, police wasn't like getting behind this shit. They like, no, the fuck. But it was still able to pass anyway. They said they were able to come to an agreement. But essentially that's what it is. So in that moment he could go, I felt scared. Maybe that'll curb some of that shit. Because 5 minutes ago, you was good. You just walked up and you called him a stupid nigga. But now all of a sudden you scared.
Or you was talking out wild to him and yelling at him. And you didn't de-escalate the situation, you escalated it.
Right.
That's why, like, you won't even take into consideration the full context. It's only like, as soon as you're not thinking about what happened post. It's just like, was it valid for him to kill somebody? It's only nobody else had that. Like, have you ever failed a class? No, you smart. Black girl, you failed. Damn. Okay.
It was in college. I was terrible.
Nah,
I didn't even go. It was at 8 a.m. y'all. Why I do that?
Because you had to graduate. That's that black excellence. But think about it though.
C's get degrees.
C's get degrees. I got a degree in political sciences. All I do is talk shit. But what I was trying to get at is like, remember when we was in college, we were like, man, if I can get a suit, I'm gonna be able to.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna just be passing it. I'm like, I'm this bitch.
I didn't fail that shit in my class. But like, I couldn't go up to the academic review thing and be like, listen, man, I had so much shit going on. I'm the first person in my family to get a degree. I ain't been out here amongst all these white folks. I've been trying hard. My mama still send me little Trump packages.
Yo, I wish my mama would have sent me damn care packages.
Yeah, she never did that.
I wish. I be online looking to buy care packages for myself. Like, oh, these shit's nice.
Self-care, you know that.
For real, they be like, it was food, it was like all types of random.
And let's talk about Jay-Z. Fuck Jay-Z.
Okay, that is the one thing. No, we gonna play some music. We gonna come back and then we gonna.
I said it. People gone. I got that good.
Okay, y'all. So we are back. The one thing I'm done with you. The one thing that we haven't talked about as of yet is Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
So how you feeling? So basically, as everybody, I hope, if you ain't been under a rock, you would know that Jay-Z was supposedly, he's supposedly partnership with the NFL to do like this thing for the Super Bowl, and he is doing, he's doing all of this work that he feels is like the second portion of work that needs to be done after kneeling. And he was like, he talked to Colin, and it was this press conference and all of this, and people are saying that he's basically just trying to buy a team. Hey girl, that he's basically just trying to buy an NFL team. So what are your thoughts on Colin? Because Colin's girl came out and was like, we didn't even talk to him and he lying, he basically capping. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the whole Jay-Z Collin situation? Because there's been a lot going on, and Colin Kaepernick basically shouted out his homie who been kneeling with him, and he was like, I appreciate y'all for like still staying down. So what's your thoughts on that?
This is how I feel about Jay-Z. Jay-Z got a long history of selling out people. It's all about the bag with Jay-Z.
He got a long history of selling people out. Yeah. Go ahead, elaborate for our guests. So
first and foremost, the history of the whole Rockefeller piece is that he just left. He just dipped. He ain't even tell Dame, he ain't really tell Biggs. I think Biggs was locked up, but he just dipped on that piece, right? Dissolved Rockefeller. And you know, I feel like there's constant things where Jay-Z is being forgiven because has this real uncanny sense of being able to know that people just forget shit. But they saying like a lot of people say that Jay-Z is for the people. We say that because we like the fact that he has money, and we're in a culture now where money is power, and part of hip hop's core is like I don't want to say core, but like the development of hip hop now to where it's at. How do we get to a point now where we can say, I fuck somebody bitch, I fuck your bitch, and I got money? Those be the main things people talk about. Of course, because that's all that this little society cares about. It's caring about, right? So then you have Jay-Z that has enough for him to be able to move, supposedly how he wants to move. Right. But he's really being, I don't want to say co-opted. I think that he's being able to paint a different picture of the exploitation that he's selling. So that's being the sense of, it's like, okay, well maybe Colin Kaepernick will actually be able to get what's the thing called? A tryout, right? Right. He'll be able to. So that's what's that dude's name? The little rapper. Chance? No, it was another little rapper that was basically like, from Chicago. Big Miss? No, was it him? Yeah, Big Miss. No, it was somebody. I seen it on Snap, and they was basically like,
they can maybe, you know, if Jay-Z do his thing or whatever, Collin can get a tryout for the team. But it's like,
Vic said that shit.
Why the hell would I be? What?
It's symbolism with Jay. So I mean, his whole thing. He told Harry Belafonte, who helped really. Harry Belafonte is crazy in the game because he was actually one of the first black actors that was working at the time when there wasn't a lot of black actors.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like he was doing a lot of work with Dr. King and really bringing in, quote unquote, like white Hollywood allies to work with civil rights movement, whatever, right? Harry Belafonte criticized, it's just like, I would say more like encouraged Jay-Z to be like, hey, do more, right? And Jay-Z's response was, quote, my presence is charity. How the fuck do you say that to Harry Belafonte? I'm sorry for cussing. That's wild, though. How you gonna say that to Harry Belafonte? That's like going up to an old lady and like, being like, you don't know shit. You can't say that to old people. Like, genuine. Can you really say that?
To old people?
No.
I'm not trying to.
He told Harry Belafonte.
I mean, but we know that people get a sense of entitlement when they get money.
Yeah, and we thinking that because he has that money, he's able to move however he want, and we value that shit. But that money don't mean this nigga cheated on Beyonce and made an album about it, and people was like, oh man, I'd love to be able to cheat on my girl and make an album about it. Like, you're not gonna be able to do that shit. That don't work.
But I feel like the whole shit with the Beyonce thing was...
She made money off of it too. I mean, of
course she did.
I'm not sorry.
Yo, that was my shit.
And then she hitting shit. And then everybody on the internet was like, oh, she again my goddess because she wearing yellow. Hotel.
Anyways, man. But, what does that say?
Jay-Z is the most overrated rapper in the game. I appreciate your comment, young brother. Hey, look, man, we gotta do better though. Look, Jay-Z at the end of the day is somebody that got bread, and we value him.
Oh wait, no, that's what I was gonna say. So apparently Jermaine Dupri did an interview where he was basically like, I talked to Jay-Z and he told me not to make that deal. Not to do the deal.
It's the similar same damn deal.
But then he turned around and make the deal with them instead.
But Jay-Z has always been doing that. That's the thing. He did Dame bogus. He stabbed his brother. He cheated on Beyonce and made an album about it.
You've been ready to talk about him stabbing his brother.
Together. How you gonna stab your brother? You can't stab your own brother.
Listen, I'm not stabbing my
over some records. He said it. That nigga been lying for the longest, man. Everybody like, oh man, Jay-Z, oh man, King of the Rock. Everybody just values the dude, you know what I'm saying, is brought up and came up on some money. And that's cool, man. It's cool, we value that dumb shit, but at the end of the day, you can't take it with you, dog. You can't take that with you. He can't take it with him. Blue gonna end up well, we don't know. I ain't gonna bring
don't bring nothing about that.
What I'm saying is at the end of the day, it's just money. And it isn't power. And I think when you operate at this level, for real, when you operate at a level where you're not real and you want to be able to work with the people, you're not able to really provide qualitative improvements. You only able to operate in numbers.
Right.
So he's always talking about impact and how we be able to have this reach and reaching millions of people. If we saw the whole interview, all he did was name Chance the Rapper. All the people, the reporters was asking, so what does this look like? What does social justice look like to you? He couldn't have no answer.
Did you see where was it? I think it was Vic that still said this. They was like basically saying, I believe in Hov and I believe that if anybody can do something, it's him. And they was basically standing for this nigga, like, give him a chance to show us that what he gonna do is whatever. But I feel like, so Kaepernick tweeted, well, he didn't tweet, he posted that joint on Instagram where he was like, my brothers, and he tagged the other football players that had been kneeling with him, and he was like, they continue to fight for people even in the face of death threats. They've never moved past the people and continue to put their belief into action. Stay strong. So do you feel like that this wasn't the course of action? Because, you know, in that interview when Charlamagne asked him, he was like, I mean, Kaepernick was kneeling, but that was only the first step. And now it's about action. I feel like action can go a couple ways. And at the end, this is just going to put a good amount of bread in Jay-Z's pocket. So it's like, are you for the action or are you just for the damn Are you for the action? Are you for how it looks? But you also about getting this money, so you're not really concerned about what that action is.
So this is what I have been thinking is that this is an opportunity for Roc Nation to move into a larger arena, right? Because essentially it's like he's consulting the NFL on how to put on the Super Bowl.
But it's like good. What is it like? Entertainment, like how to make a good halftime show.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a nigga move anyway. Because what do you do with black people? You consult them for music.
Yeah.
You consult them for entertainment.
Yeah.
But you're not saying, oh, I want to sit down and let's talk about this and how this is happening and why. Like, it's not really.
He doesn't see himself really trying to move that conversation. He don't really see himself as a person that's on the ground. And I don't even think he's vouched for that. The whole core of it, when I seen that 45-minute interview thing, when it was the press conference, seems like this. I don't know much about football, but I know there was at a time where the union was actually trying to negotiate with the NFL and say, hey, we need more attention to the work that we're doing. Why we don't believe that the actual measurements and repercussions that anyone that's a player in the NFL, if they choose to kneel, we don't think that the backlash that they're getting is deserving. Also, we're employees of this organization. There's no reason for the president to come up and say wild shit to us and call us sons of bitches and call us on our name. The NFL did not really answer any of that at the end of the day, right?
I mean, because they're not gonna answer it. We're not handling none of the main issues. We put the band-aid on.
Yeah.
That's what we've been good at, or that's what society is good at looking at. Oh, we gonna give Jay-Z a chance because he's Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But in reality, we put a band-aid on a situation or a wound that's not gonna heal from a band-aid.
Yeah. And then, but the other piece is so it evolves, and then it seemed like I remember hearing that there was two segments within the camp. It was folks that was like, okay, let's go on and just kind of work with the NFL, and those other people was like, nah, fuck that, I'm still with Cat.
Right.
So the NFL has been a problem. You don't have Negroes that's on one accord.
Right.
So you got to figure out a way to iron this out. Second thing is, I was thinking this. Has Odell Beckham Jr. done anything for the hood? Or Antonio Brown? Have any of the people that were signed on the Roc Nation that are actually NFL players, do they have programming for the hood? I don't know. I truly don't know what Odell got going on. But he's fine. But it's a.
I'm sorry. He is.
Hey man, shout out to Odell, because the NFL did you boys. They were trying to send you Cleveland, but you're gonna bring Cleveland back. Shout out Kid Cudi. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I feel like, at the end of the day, man, the NFL got a lot of shit on their hands, and it was just a move. I feel like it's hurting a lot of people, because it's like, damn, Jay, why you gonna do this, man? Like, this is the one thing where it was like, you ain't have to do all this, dog. And then we finding out Jermaine Dupri little ass was gonna have a whole ass.
Yo, that shit crazy that he did.
And he was like, hey, listen, Dupri.
Don't do it.
Hey, money ain't a thing, Jermaine. Remember that song?
And you telling Jermaine Dupri that, of all people, boy, he need that little bread.
It made a hit.
What you mean?
Pharrell made that beat. Pharrell ain't made no hits in a while. Where you at, Pharrell?
You talking about ASAP Ferg? What are you talking about?
ASAP Ferg, didn't you make that song, Floor Seats? Pharrell made that beat.
That's the name of the CD.
Oh, it's a whole album?
You didn't listen to the whole album?
I thought it was a song called Floor Seats. I listened to the song called Floor Seats.
Or am I tripping? I know his whole album is out, and that's what I was listening to.
Oh, damn, a whole ass album. Let me hold you down like a reminiscence about.
The album was decent. I know I'm not crazy. It's called Floor Seats. Got me second guessing myself. So the A$AP Ferg's album is called Floor Seats. I thought it was pretty decent because it slapped in the car. Like it's real decent in the car. But in terms of me listening to it while I'm at work or like while I'm doing something, it's not one of those.
Yeah, I like A$AP Ferg because he's like the most relatable dude out of all the A$AP.
Didn't they were just a bunch of random niggas that came together?
No, they was like family. They all grew up together and shit, and they all from the same neighborhood. It's kind of like somebody from the low end linked up with somebody from South Shore.
Okay.
And then they just like made a rap group together. Like, no lie. Because I done seen all their interviews and they always be like, yeah, my father knew him, we was in high school, and then we would be going downtown, and then we would be doing this, and so it just popped off, it all coalesced. Shout out to ASAP Yams, man. Rest in peace.
Did you listen to, okay, Trippie Redd. Did you listen to that mess?
I'm too old to listen to that, and I don't do drugs like that no more. My brother told me he really sounded like he's trying to be an EDM artist.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
My brother was like,
I really didn't like it.
Artist,
I felt dumb. It was one of them joints that made me feel stupid while I was listening to it. So I was just like, I can't listen to much. And I skimmed through to like see if I could find something. The best song was Mac 10 because it had features.
Who was the feature?
I don't even know if I remember, but it was decent. It is Lil Baby and Lil Duke. So Mac 10 was decent. The worst song I felt like on the CD besides the rest of the CD was essentially the rest of it. Boy, I thought you cracked my phone. Don't play.
Damn, what's your phone?
What do you mean, what's my phone?
Yeah, like what's the name of it?
That was the iPhone. But what else?
Damn.
Snow.
But
How did you say her name? Snow Allegra.
Snow Allegri Caco. Snow Allegri.
I like her.
Snow Allegri is so
her
good.
CD is so decent.
That shit is so good.
It is dope as fuck.
I can't even front. At points it sound like Porter shit, and then there's another song that remind me of one of my favorite, because I'm talking about the right ear. This is this band I like called Cocteau Twins. Pause.
The what?
Cocteau, like the third Cocteau.
Okay.
And they from Scotland.
So my favorite song on this whole thing is "I Want You Around." I feel like it's so pretty.
It is.
And it's just like, oh, this is so cute. Like I love it.
It is a lot of cute. You know what?
It's a love, like lovey-dovey album.
But it's like our time lovey-dovey. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if our parents could get down with that. They would be like, "What's wrong with y'all?"
Maybe not. Maybe. I think my mama would listen to it.
Yeah, but because she listened to it front to cover and really identified with it.
I don't think my mama listens to anything front to back. Maybe if it ain't Mary J.
Woo, hateration.
So okay, y'all. So what we finna do is we gonna kick it back to some music because we've been talking for a good little minute.
My favorite song is Peace by Snow Allegra. It's the last song. Shout out No ID, straight from the crib. He the one that produced that. He the one that brought her up. And she Persian. She from Sweden.
I knew she was from another country. Because that's as soon as I listened.
Don't she remind you of Amy Winehouse?
No. Not Amy Winehouse.
Really?
No. As soon as I finished listening to her CD, I went looking for her shows. Because I want to see her live. I feel like she'd be dope as fuck. If you're looking for concerts, Summer Walker tickets just went on sale. Who else? Nayo is this Friday. Lucky Day. I call her Nayo. Now.
Tell me again, do you want me?
Lucky Day.
No, that's all.
I do.
Come on, listen. You want me now?
I'm not gonna play with you.
Keep me on your life, support me, be that all of it. I love that song because it speaks to me.
Kevin Gates is coming.
Come on, let's sing.
Wait. So yeah, we're gonna let y'all listen to
it now heavy, man.
One or two more songs, and then we're gonna come back, give y'all the answer to the trivia question, and let y'all go, because it's been a long show.
It's been a long show. I know y'all tired of us. Fuck Jay-Z.
Okay, whoa.
Is that wrong?
I mean, that's on you.
I ain't even gonna be a rapper, and I'm probably not gonna get signed to Rock Nation. Jay-Z, you wrong for this, man. You wrong for this, dog. Why you do this, man? We've been through too much as a people, man.
You have to holler at me, man. I'm sorry.
For real, man.
All right, y'all.
And he was always just saying, we know how Chance do something. Chance gonna do something to educate Chance. That's all you got? Chance.
Hello.
Yeah.
You gonna rap?
I'm a freestyle over this. I hear it. Beautiful. Yeah. I like chicken wings. I like doing things. I like collard greens. Everything I do don't make sense. Nah, I mean, yo, I'm so sick that gangrene. Money on my mind, money in my spine. Cause I broke it last time on Divine 9. They was doing them skit things. Eat chicken wings.
What?
Back to it now.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, shout out chicken wings.
Shout out to chicken wings. I don't like chicken. I don't like fried chicken. I don't eat chicken wings. I only eat boneless, skinless chicken breast. And if that's fried, I'll eat that. Anyways, so guys, thank you all for joining us. We're going to need an answer to the trivia question. So let me get a little drum roll, please. I got a drum roll somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Oh, that was a wand.
That was a magic one. A magic wand, please.
All right. Woo. All right, y'all. So the answer to the trivia question is
Rich Gang.
And what was the artist? Rich Homie Quan? Lord.
Rich Homie Quan.
So the
Jeffrey.
The trivia question was, what was the name of Young Thug's duo, band, whatever,
group?
And his bandmate? I mean, a group is more than two people.
Yeah, that's
Couple.
true too.
I mean, that sounds bad. Okay, whatever.
It don't sound bad.
He
it don't sound bad. That's why they fell out, because on the interview he said Quan, somebody Brad Quan's
Rich
Homie Quan said, I ain't on that gay shit, I ain't on that thug shit, and the thug said, what?
Oh, shots at him?
Yeah, because thug is not gay.
Well,
got 6
he's
kids.
supposed to be. He got 6 kids.
Exactly.
He is getting married, or suppose his fiance is Kiera, I think that's her name, and they've been together for a minute. And
Kiera.
That's her name or something like that.
That's a nice girl. That's a nice black girl named Kiera.
And old boy kept trying to say that he fucked her, but he didn't. And she like, what type of dude basically claims that he messed with somebody that he didn't?
Wyatt Fanlucci?
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
He a clown, clearly, because we
man.
know about him being a clown from all of the shit with Reggie Name. And then it was a lot of extra shit.
He did Lil Wayne daughter bogus?
He been doing her bogus.
Wow.
He been cheating on her and everything.
She's so beautiful.
She's so stupid for messing with him.
Dad, what? Yeah.
Yo, like, and it's been blatant.
Thugger got a song called Use a Pussy, nigga, use a pussy.
Okay.
And that's for Wyatt Fanlucci.
Alright, y'all.
Don't come at Jeffrey like that, man.
Simmer
Rich
down,
gang.
simmer down. Thank you guys for tuning in this week on the Couch Live.
I'm not even on that.
We appreciate all your love. Make sure you are following us on Twitter, Instagram at HLXMag. I am your girl, Ayye Denay. You can catch me everywhere at Ayye Denay. Make sure you check out the YouTube video, which will be up this weekend. This is Tariq. You want to give them your socials or no? What you
Hey man, you already know it's the movement. It's called Abstract Intuition. I might be a rapper one day.
I'm gonna be the publicist.
Hey, we gonna make it happen. Cause I be saying wild shit. Listen, I don't want no smoke. Alright? If I get big and popular up off of this and y'all dig this up, I'm 28, man.
What that mean?
I got things I gotta do. Cause if I get into the rap game, I might be like 33, 34. That means
you're gonna be like a 2 Chainz rapper.
Yeah, those are the rappers I actually value.
I like 2 Chainz. He's decent as fuck. I've seen 2 Chainz a lot.
Yeah.
And he decent. But anyways, make sure you go ahead and like us on everything. Hit up the SoundCloud, or if you want to hit a replay, make sure you check us out on Spotify / Apple Podcasts / SoundCloud for the next episode.
Google Play.
This will be up tomorrow. Well, it'll be up later tonight. So if you want to get a listen, then make sure you get a listen, share it with your friends, all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
It's been real, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on the couch.
Get it.
And we out.
Hip hop, 1, 2, black people, chicken wings.
I'm not gonna play.
www.hlxmagazine.com